All right, good morning. We're back out in the shop. It's about, I don't know, 8:30. Another cold morning in North Carolina. The wood stove's getting it, so I'm sure you're hearing the fan there. It was like 27 degrees when I got up to come out here. Hey everybody, this is my brother Mike.
Nice to meet y'all.
I got him over here, he's my muscle help and my brain help. We're gonna take off the tailstock and the apron, the saddle, see if we can get all the screws off the front of it, and if we get to the gearbox, we're gonna get the gearbox off. Main goal is to get this stuff to the table. Excuse me, still trying to get over that cold. Get this stuff to the table so we can disassemble it piece. We'll do a part at a time. So we'll probably do the tailstock first because it can sit off by itself. We'll go ahead and rebuild that sucker, get it all painted and moved out of the way, and then we'll work on each other thing and get it back on, or get it ready to come back on. With all that stuff off, we should be able to strip the lathe itself of all of its paint and gunk and get it repainted. Once it's done, then we're going to stick everything back on it. Have our local Duke Energy hopefully come out and get my 3-phase run, or give American Rotary a call and get a phase converter. So either one of those two, and then we're going to fire this thing up, and then we'll be making some chips. So we got our coffee, we're good to go. Got a nice full day ahead of us, so we'll get started. See you in a minute. All right, we're here at the tailstock. We went and got a Rubbermaid cart. Work had these and they were throwing them away, and so we got a scrap pass and one was donated. So the wheels are about to fall off of it, but it's still in good, decent enough shape for our shop. What we're going to try and do is slide this sucker onto that table. Hopefully it's not that bad heavy, but we're fixing to find out. Do you think we ought to take all these handles off? Or use that as somewhere to pick up?
Yeah, might give us a good area.
So hopefully it just slides.
Or not.
Or not.
There any?
No, it should. Here,
No?
Let's push it forward and see. Something's grabbing, ain't it? There we go. It might just be a bunch of schmoo. That was pretty tight, wasn't it? I wonder if this one shouldn't tighten that.
I don't really want to grab that, do I? Those are loose.
We'll see. Oh, there we go.
All right.
Maybe they weren't quite loose enough.
Weren't quite loose enough.
All right, I'm gonna stick my foot up underneath the wheel so it won't slide.
All right.
How are we gonna do this? Just do it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not bad. That little thing weighs a ton.
Right there,
Woo! All right, piece one's done. We're gonna move. We're gonna go put this on the table, and we're gonna come back and we're gonna work on the saddle, or try to figure it out. It's probably gonna have to take this bracket off the end down here, because we need the apron to drop down. So I'm sure there's a gear in there that helps engage this cross feed screw. So let us move this back. We'll reset up and we'll do this. Hopefully it doesn't take as long as I think it's going to take. All right, we're back here. We're going to start trying to take this thing apart. We got a lot of schmoo to dig out. So we're going to start picking at it and see what we can do. I'm looking at it, man, all the wipers are here. I can't believe that. They are all here, aren't they? Jeez. So we're going to start digging stuff out. Might fast forward through some of this, and we're just going to slowly pick at it. Don't laugh at us if we make a mistake. We're novices. You want, I tell you, you pick that stuff out. All right, let me get an air nozzle. Just put your hand over it before you blow, to keep all that crap from going everywhere. I think everybody's getting over a cold, aren't we?
I believe so.
All right, let me look at the back end here. What do I need back here? I need a light back here is what I need. I need to put, where's my flashlight at? That's what I was talking about him yesterday. I said, I said in a small shop you spend half your time looking for crap. You know?
I know it.
Well, daggone it.
Like when being getting old. You go in there looking for your glasses so you can read something, set down the piece of thing you were trying to read.
You can't find where, yeah. Yeah. Daggone it. It pisses me off though when I can't find it. I know it's right here. Look at here. See? I told you it was here. Yeah. Oh, here, Mike, too. And we can't forget our trusty magnetic tray. Now that I got some light, I can see how this back end goes. Oh, just bolts. Heck yeah.
Now that's not Ferris, right?
Huh? No. 3/4.
You back to recording?
Oh yeah. Oh, that went off easy. Let me put some glasses on so I don't get crap in my eyeballs. You can say whatever you want. We just tape over it.
Wait on you.
Oh, take off what you want to take off.
I thought we were going with the clamps.
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is it, 3/4?
Yeah. There's another 3/4 hanging by the toolbox. Oh man, it smells like gear. Mine were 3/4. Oh, they come off easy, man. That's one thing I've learned, man. Everything on here is pretty daggone easy. You just see what I mean? You go to put 75 years worth of oomph on it and you don't need it. Or mine hasn't so far. My glasses is frogging up. Are they tight?
They're tight.
Oh. That's crazy.
That one went good. No, that one went a little tight.
This one's got, I mean, it's got a bunch of crappy schmoo on it, but other than that, it's, look at that, come right off the whole damn, back gib's coming off. Oh! And knowing my luck, this daggone thing gonna weigh a ton. Oh no, I can one hand this one. One of the only parts I've been able to one hand. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I've learned this. I'm taking me a friggin' picture of where this goes and what bolts go in it. You know? So.
I'm gonna let you mess with that one because that one just doesn't feel right.
So let me grab my phone right quick. You want me? I don't know where this goes. No. We'll figure it out as we go. You grab my phone here. I know that's not I said no, I'm not going to pictures to show. Well, yeah, I can't finish this video. That's why I'm taking more pictures. So, and grab a picture and shows the length of those bolts. Because you don't know if pretty tight. So, do that. Do the bolts. And then those all go to the bolts. So, I can see, yeah, I had one that, so he's ready to go. So, this goes to the table. So, this is what we're taking off. We'll do that part, you know. That's the way to work. Oh, it's got pin in it. Yeah, pretty cool. This is the right side, right? So, I'll put it back. I went back and watched Keith Rutger's videos. And these sight glasses, I was really worried about them. It's a little rounded up, isn't it?
Yeah.
We'll replace that one.
Other than that, that's nice.
But I watched his videos again, and they still make those glasses.
Really?
Yeah. So this one is an indicator. So you can see the pump dripping.
Right.
I don't know if this one's a fill level or a drip. This one might be, just a fill level. But either way. Oh, looky there. That's got a fitting on it. That oil line.
Nice.
Nice, yeah. What is that? Will you give me 3/8? While I'm on my knees here. What we're going to try and do, I don't know if you can see me. What we're going to try and do is separate the, just one to start with. Separate the apron from the, what do you call that? Saddle.
Saddle.
So, looky there. I'll tell you what, I'm telling you. The only two tight screws that I found was those two that was in the, holding that gib in on the cross line.
That's just crazy.
And, yeah. I wonder how much I can bend that thing.
Shmoo?
I think it was shmoo. All right, so all that's good. So that's apart, that's apart, that's apart. So the only thing that should be holding it are these two top Allen bolts, right? I don't see any more oil lines. This oil line evidently, you know, Monarch and, well, a lot of these old lathes like this, they put oil lines up in the apron, and it keeps the ways oiled while you're using it. You crank the hand wheel left to right, and or as you're using the machine, it engages an eccentric that's on that oil pump, and it pumps oil throughout the apron and the saddle, which is pretty dang cool. Yeah. This is old, you know, old stuff.
Oh yeah.
So
I don't see anything, but I definitely get some blocks up underneath the side or the apron. Coming down.
I think we'll take those two bolts off. To take those two bolts out, and we're probably going to have to take the bearing cap off.
Both sides.
At least that side, and let it lower down. So because I'm sure there's a gear in here that engages a gear up here. So when you turn on the cross-feed travel, right, something's got to turn that sucker.
That sucker.
So I think this. I was hoping we could take this out, but I bet you that gear. There's a gear that's hooked. That gear's hooked up in there. You know what I mean? Yeah. All right, let's take this off. There goes the light bulb. Oh, a small one. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
One end.
I've been using the ball end on most of this stuff. Like I said, the only hard things that I've taken off is the.
We got a gap now.
We got a gap. All right, so let's get some blocks here.
Or is that my light playing tricks on me? This one up a little bit. All right, so let's get a picture. Oh yeah, we got the end. What did we get off? Oh, we got the apron off and sitting on the table. Now we're working on getting this end cap off. Hopefully we can slide the, what do you call that thing? Apron. Straight off this end, hopefully. It's heavy, but I think both of us will be able to handle it. On the end of here, the ball screw, feed screw? Ball screw. This ball screw's got a bearing in it. It had a, one of those, I'm going to have to figure out the right word for this. You know, I call them a castle nut because it's like a castle nut. So, of course, the tapered side went back to the inside and it had a cap on it. So, what I'm going to do is take a daggone picture of it. And just so, focus. Oh, that's terrible. So we can, you know, in case something, you know, it's a while before we get it back together, which I don't think it will be. Everything is moving along swimmingly, I should say.
Seems to be cleaning up quickly and painting quickly.
Oh yeah. All right, Mike, come whack this thing. So I'm pretty sure that's the only thing that was held on. Oh, wait a minute. What was that?
Is that old hole?
I don't know. In my look, it's a Allen wrench.
That screw?
I don't know. A pin, maybe? I don't know. It doesn't go all the way through. Does it look like an Allen head? It don't look like an Allen head. Give it a whack and see where it moves.
Watch fingers.
Let me get my eyes on. All right. No, it's coming apart. Keep on whacking at it. Oh yeah.
Now remember, that's what's holding that up too.
No, the wood's holding it up. Right?
You whack.
You whack.
You whack a hole.
All right. That'd be all right. Is it?
Yep.
We're almost out, so go ahead. Oop, there went one. There's the ball screw. There's the leak feeds. Ouch. All right, all right. You got all the weight?
The wood does. Look at that.
Looky there. Pre-planned, baby. All right, there's the block. So that goes right there. I'm just going to leave it right here in the end for now. Yeah. All right. This little, here, back up out of the way just so we can see. That little washer, the tab goes, where does that tab go? In there. So I'm going to stick it back in there like that. And then this has got to come off. That's got to come off for sure.
That collar, I think, just slides, right?
All right. Well, we found a taper pin, and anybody's ever took any of them out know they're notorious. They're either going to pop right out or they ain't. So we whacked on it a couple times, and it was a little tough, but I think we got it. So we turned the camera on so we know. So my punch shouldn't get stuck. It's just about the same size as it is. The hole should get bigger, so there's no way. Oh, look at there. Whack on it for 5 minutes hard, and then it pops right out.
Pops right out. That's crazy.
Yeah. All righty.
All right, you want to get there? I'll try to grab it.
Yeah. I'm thinking maybe I'll switch up. So we'll see. Is that the more Nope. Nope. Oh, no, it's you see right here. I don't see the key. It's off, so that thing's off. So you're right, we have to go check this out. So let's back up that. We'll be right back. Well, we decided what the heck. Let you see what we go through getting these daggone things out. So I went and got a bigger hammer. Up. And out it came.
One you beat on for 5 hours, the other one,
Yeah,
she's done.
Can you roll it over and let me?
Watch fingers.
Yep, go ahead. All right, I got it. So, ain't it cool how they work? I mean, just the pressure holds them in. You know, taper, a taper fit. Who'd have thunk it? Now, there's nothing holding this sucker in. So,
we want to see if we can align it and get the pressure.
nah, it's definitely not going to hurt. It's just all of us got to fit in this little area. That it's got to come. I mean, I don't see. Do you want to slide the apron back this way and see if we can't tap that rod out of there? with the, I don't know how we can do this. I don't know. All right. So we got the 2 taper pins off the front, and hopefully this shaft will slide right out. Is it gonna make it without the door open?
Right there. Oh!
Perfect, perfect. So that's this. I'm gonna set it on the floor. Oh my gosh. Even the friggin' rods are heavy.
You sure you don't want to do the same thing with the ball screw?
I don't know if I can turn it.
Oh, I got you. I got you. Okay.
We'd have to change it from, yeah.
Yeah, no problem.
I mean, it was coming off this way, so
We can do this.
we can do this. All right, where do we need to do?
Thinking the old man's back, all the way out.
Yeah, all the way out, right?
You got a grip?
Yep.
Say when.
Ooh, take that out.
Easy, easy.
Okay.
Okay.
You want to move that cart, like right? Yeah, somewhere. And I got to grip this way
I'm good here.
and this way. Shoot. Might have been a premature. Oh.
Gotta get past that lip.
Up. Oh my gosh. There's nothing light on this thing.
Nothing at all.
It's,
Smooth?
yeah.
Smoothify.
Bunch of schmoo.
You see anything that's gonna hurt if we set it down on that side?
Nah. Even that gear looks good, man. Everything looks good. The oil passages look clean. God, I'm so impressed with this thing so far. All right. Whew. Well, that's off. So off to the table. And then we get the ball screw off. And then we might take a little break. See what time it is. I have no idea what time it is. So we'll get that ball screw took off. Oh yeah. What the heck? Yeah, we'll take the ball screw off and then we'll look at the gearbox and see what we got to do there. And then once that's done, you know, heck, we're there. We're halfway there. Loving it. Woohoo!
I did good.
We found a hidden panel. What's behind door number 1 down here? Yeah. You think we ought to take an air hose and just blow that off? Yeah.
Well, I mean, you're taking off.
I know, but yeah. Let's blow it in our eyes. Okay. Ta-ta-da. Down there. Or you want a real hammer?
No.
Oh, another oil filter. What does that one look like? Look at that.
That's crazy.
It's weird.
You gotta
It's got great oil in it, man. I can't believe that. It's looks like felt, for lack of a better word.
Yeah.
It doesn't look too bad. That's crazy.
And it's got little holes right there. I guess that feed that drip down.
Just drips down into the carriage as it runs. I wonder if it's got a
Red
pump.
color again.
Some of the inside I seen was painted red, so I wonder if it's some kind of rust oxide paint or something.
Yeah, some type of.
Lift this one up just for GP. I was going to say the S and G word, but YouTube flagged me on it last time.
Get you.
God, man, it looks good.
Yeah.
All the oil holes look free and clear. I'm not believing how good this thing looks. So anybody in the market for a Sidney Lathe? I like it. I'm not gonna lie. No surprises here, and really can't believe. I can't believe. I mean, there's no water in that. It's just oil.
Yeah.
That's so cool. So, all right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go around and find all those little copper plugs, and there's a big Allen head.
There's a big Allen here.
So it might not be that many. I mean, I know it's a boatload of gears in here, and it's probably going to be pretty heavy, but we'll see. We already took the, what do you call that? Engagement lever for the feed engagement? Or the
Feed engagement.
whatever. The one that turns it on up here in the lathe that gives you the power to the gearbox. We've already, ouch, got a splinter. Took it off, and it was had a coupling on there with a couple Woodruff keys in it, so, you know, took pictures of that. And another good thing to have somebody with you if you're taking this stuff apart, other than it being really heavy, is when your old memory fades, you can rely on his old memory too.
Yeah.
So, all right, so we'll come back. We're going to start tearing this thing off, and we'll bring you back right before we take it off, I believe. But other than that, we're just going to find screws and take them off. All right. So we found 2 of these brass plugs, and they looked like they were threaded, and hopefully it's not metric. So I just run a 1/4 tap down through it.
They went through good.
It went through good, yeah. And I just put threaded a 1/4 nut, a bolt in there, and took my hammer like a nail and just yanked it right out. It came right out. We found 2 of them. We've only found, what, 4 bolts?
4 bolts.
4 bolts. Doesn't sound like a lot of bolts. So we're going to take those 4 bolts out, and we're going to grunt, and hopefully it comes off. I don't know. We're going to see, though. So I don't either. If it doesn't come off, then we'll turn the camera back off, and we'll Oh well. Wish us luck.
Rosin on the boat.
Wish us luck here. Let me take that last bolt out. Get everything out of the way that's not going to hurt. Where's my wrench? I just had the thing. Oh, it's in there. Relax. It ain't going nowhere.
You got it?
Yeah, I got it. What do you think? I need to pop it, huh?
Do you want me to rock it?
Yeah, might as well.
It's not really that heavy.
Well, it should be very heavy.
Well,
You would think. Where's the pry bar at? If you
had it getting the gear off, so
get over
right there.
right here. I just want to. All right. What do you think?
Yeah, I think we can. 1, 2.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, I lied.
It's heavy. It's heavy. I don't want to lay it on anything. Look down there and see if there's anything that we can damage.
There's old lines.
Oil lines.
How
It
about
should.
the face?
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, that'll work just like that. My gosh, what a beast.
Beautiful.
It's not bad looking though. And everything turns really good too.
Yeah, I think a good cleaning.
A good cleaning.
I think she's gonna be.
Good.
Man.
Look at the shavings packed in here. Let me move this out of the way so you can see in here. Good gosh. Look at all that mess.
Yummy.
That's what I call schmoo. So I'm glad we did that. I'm glad we took it off.
Yeah.
So it looks really good though. I'm super.
Is that whole thing?
That whole thing, yeah, packed full of crap. That's crazy. All right, we got all the big stuff off.
Yeah.
Yeah. It wasn't, honestly, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be.
No.
So,
Just heavy work.
just heavy.
Everything came apart, I mean, pretty darn easy.
Oh, yeah, I thought so too. Hardly any, the taper pins were probably the hardest thing to get out. But other than that, it wasn't too bad. So we got all that stuff off. The chuck's probably the next thing to go. We'll take these handles off, of course. We're going to have to, I think Mike's going to try and braze this in and we'll rebuild it, and then I can make another handle for it. If not, we'll just make a whole new handle. So if we make one, we might end up making three just so they'll match. I worry about getting the taper pins lined up, but, I'm thinking, it's, they produce these things, so you would think they'd have holes already started where they just have to run a tapered reamer through it.
Sounds right.
Yeah, so we do that. We'll get the oil fill gauges ordered, get all the bearings ordered. I'm gonna put the compound together, get it off the table, and probably store it in the wood shop until we're ready. And then just start doing piece by piece. This is the big part of it is done. So now we can strip this sucker down and get ready for paint. And then we'll reassemble everything. So until next week, we'll see you then. See ya.